Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. This is not the algorithm. This is a direct interception from the divine. I need you to listen to every single word I am about to say. Do not swipe away. If you leave now, you will walk right past the massive reward that was just unlocked for you. Your spirit brought you here because the final result is ready. The last 30 days have been absolute hell. You felt like everything was falling apart all at once. You lost sleep. You lost connections. You felt completely drained and entirely alone. You thought heaven was punishing you for something you did wrong, while the universe was actually preparing you for a massive shift. But you were wrong. It was not a punishment at all. It was exactly 77 brutal spiritual tests. And God said, I am impressed. You are the only chosen one who passed all 77 tests in the same month. I want you to take a slow breath and let that sink into your tired bones. You are the only one. Others would have broken. Others would have turned bitter and cursed the universe. But you stayed pure, and you kept your heart soft, even when the entire world gave you every reason to turn cold. Think about the isolation you endured recently, the people who suddenly walked away without any explanation, the friends who betrayed your trust when you needed them the most. That was test number 14. Heaven was removing the toxic leeches from your energy field because those people were sent by the darkness to drain your light. They could not go where you are about to go. You had to learn to stand entirely alone. Then came the physical exhaustion and the sudden blocks in your path. Money seemed to freeze. Opportunities vanished right before your eyes. You woke up with a heavy chest at 3 in the morning. Your mind was racing in the dark. That was test number 42. The universe was testing your trust when you could not see the road ahead, and you proved your faith does not depend on immediate physical evidence. You did not panic. The hardest part was the absolute silence. You prayed and heard nothing back. You asked for a sign and saw only empty space. You felt entirely abandoned by your guides. That was the final test. Test number 77 was the ultimate crucible of your faith. They needed to see if you would still hold the light when the room went completely pitch black, and you did exactly that. You held the line. You did not surrender to the darkness. You did not let the bitterness infect your soul. That is exactly why your spirit has been so restless over the last 48 hours. Your body knows that the season of testing is officially over. The heavenly courts have reviewed your file, and the ultimate verdict they handed down is absolute victory for your bloodline. Now the massive scales of justice are tipping in your favor. Everything they stole from you is being returned with divine interest. The peace of mind, the financial stability, the true kingdom connections. It is all rushing toward your timeline right now, but there is a massive catch. You must know how to properly receive it. Many chosen ones pass the tests but miss the reward. They stay stuck in the energy of survival. They keep bracing for the next blow, even when the war is over. If you do not shift your frequency right now, the blessing will bounce right off your heavy armor. You have to drop the shield. You have to open the receiver. This is the most crucial moment of your entire journey. Do you understand the weight of this exact second? The darkness is absolutely terrified that you are watching this video. They wanted you to keep scrolling. They wanted you to stay distracted by mindless entertainment. They know that if you hear the rest of this message, their grip on your reality is broken forever. You will become completely untouchable to their low vibrational attacks. So, plant your feet on the ground. Take back your authority. You survived the storm because you are the storm. The 77 tests were designed to forge you into a weapon of light. And now the forging is done. You are no longer the exhausted empath who absorbs every blow. You are the master of your reality. Your mere presence commands immense respect without a single word spoken. But I have to ask you a very strange question. Why do you still feel a strange blockage in your mind? Why does the manifestation still feel just 1 inch out of your reach? You did the inner work. You survived the brutal tests. You kept your heart pure. Yet, something physical still feels incredibly stuck inside your daily experience, I am going to tell you the real truth. Before we go any further, I want to hold something in front of you, something that was discovered not inside a spiritual community, but inside a research laboratory. Something that won the highest scientific recognition available, and that most chosen ones have never been told about, because it explains something I know you have felt deeply in your silent moments. It explains the gap between the person you know yourself to be and the version of you that seems available only in flashes. I will show you what was found very soon, but not yet. First, I need you to fully understand what was taken from you. So hold this question in your mind. What if the gap is not a character flaw? What if it has a scientific name? I need you to take a deep breath right now. Let your shoulders drop. You have been carrying a massive weight that was never yours to hold. The constant fatigue you feel in your bones is real. It is not just physical tiredness. It is the heavy residue of fighting spiritual battles in your sleep. And every morning when you wake up, that strange tightness is already sitting firmly on your chest. You push through the day anyway. You smile for the people around you. But inside, you are barely keeping your head above the water. And then the night comes. You stare at the ceiling at 3 in the morning while your mind races through a million different scenarios. You wonder what you did to deserve this relentless pressure. You ask heaven if you took a wrong turn somewhere along the path. I am here to tell you that you did absolutely nothing wrong. Stop blaming yourself for the delays. Stop thinking your faith was just not strong enough. The universe deliberately slowed your pace to protect you from rooms you were never meant to enter. The rejection you faced was not a punishment. It was a rigorous protection protocol designed to keep you safe from hidden spiritual traps. Think about the people who drained your energy recently. The ones who took your endless kindness and gave you nothing but confusion in return. You poured your golden energy into their empty cups, and when you finally needed support, they vanished completely. They did not hate you for your flaws. They hated you because your pure light exposed the miserable darkness they were hiding inside. You survived their manipulation. You cut the toxic cords. But even after doing all that heavy inner work, you still feel stuck in the mud. The money is not flowing the way you know it should. The divine synchronicities seem to have paused. You watch other people succeed effortlessly, while you struggle for every single inch. This brings us back to that strange question I asked you earlier. Here is what they never told you about this spiritual block. The reason the universe responds to certain people and not others is not always about faith. It is a specific brainwave. Scientists have a name for it. They call it the gamma frequency. And it is the exact neurological state your brain was running naturally when you were a little child. Back when learning felt completely effortless. When you were young, ideas came easily. You somehow knew things before they happened. The world felt like it was totally on your side. Then, adulthood arrived heavily. The modern world went to work on your mind. The chronic stress, the digital screens, the relentless rhythm of pure survival mode, the rigid school systems that trained you to conform instead of letting you create your own reality. Every single year, this sacred frequency was suppressed a little further. It was pushed deeper below the surface of your awareness, until the version of you with photographic memory and lightning intuition went completely silent. The question I asked you to hold earlier about a gap and a name is the key. The gap is the missing gamma signal, and the answer to fixing it is closer than you think. This is why manifestation techniques felt so useless lately. You were trying to download a massive spiritual file on a broken physical connection. It was never a character flaw. It was a suppressed frequency. You were operating on beta brainwaves of fear and survival, while your massive blessings require a gamma receiver to become visible. The Matrix designed it this way on purpose. They want you exhausted. They want you living paycheck to paycheck, because a tired, chosen one cannot threaten the corrupt systems of this world. When your energy is depleted, you cannot step into your quiet authority. You stay trapped in the cycle of trauma and recovery, but you are waking up to their massive deception right now. You are seeing the invisible prison walls for the first time. Listen carefully to this next part. I want you to place your hand over your heart right now. Feel that steady beat. That is the rhythm of a survivor who refused to be broken by a rigged system. You are still standing here after they threw their absolute worst at you. You are a divine anomaly. The dark forces thought the isolation would break your mind, but it only sharpened your spiritual sight. You have every right to feel exhausted. You have every right to grieve the time you thought you lost. But you must understand that not a single tear was wasted in the heavenly realms. Your pain was being converted into spiritual currency. Your silent suffering was building a massive reservoir of power. And now that you know about the suppressed frequency, everything is about to make perfect sense. Do you feel that subtle shift in your chest right now? That is your intuition confirming the absolute truth of these words. You are finally receiving the validation your soul has been begging for. The heavy fog of confusion is lifting from your timeline. Do not look away from this screen, because the mystery of your recent isolation is about to be cracked wide open in the most shocking way. You looked around your empty room and thought you were abandoned. You wondered why the phone stopped ringing and why the messages suddenly stopped coming. You thought you were being punished. You believed your frequency was broken. But heaven does not isolate a chosen one to break their spirit. That crushing loneliness was actually divine isolation, designed specifically to protect your energy. They had to pull you away from the crowd. The universe was actively refining your soul. You cannot level up while carrying the heavy baggage of your past seasons. The 77 tests were a brutal cleansing fire. They burned away every single false attachment. God had to forcefully remove the people who were secretly praying for your downfall. You cried over losing them. You begged heaven to bring them back, but the divine realm saw the daggers they were holding behind their backs. Your spirit was being completely recalibrated. Think of a beautiful instrument that has been played violently out of tune for years. The strings are exhausted. The wood is cracking. The music sounds entirely wrong. The master builder has to take it apart completely before it can sing again. That is exactly what happened to your mind and your body last month. The intense pressure was simply the master tuning your strings to a much higher frequency. This explains the sudden waves of deep sadness. This is why you felt completely drained even after sleeping for 10 straight hours. Your physical vessel was literally upgrading its operating system. When you upgrade a massive computer, it has to shut down temporarily to install the new files. Your fatigue was not a sign of spiritual failure. It was the absolute proof of your transformation. You were resting in the divine waiting room. The ordinary world does not understand this process. They label your divine isolation as depression or failure because they only see the surface. They expect you to keep producing and working like a machine. But you are a cycle breaker. You are not meant to run on the endless treadmill of the matrix. You were pulled out of the game so you could learn how to completely rewrite the rules. Your silence became your most powerful weapon. Take a deep breath and let this heavy burden fall away. You did not ruin your life. You did not miss your divine timing. Every single door that slammed shut in your face was actually an act of radical protection. If you had walked into those rooms, the toxic environment would have destroyed your light. Heaven loved you too much to let you settle for less than your royal inheritance. The 77 tests were your graduation exams. You survived the storm because you carried the anchor of truth inside your chest. And now, the turbulent waters are finally beginning to calm down. You are emerging from this divine isolation as a completely different entity. The empath who used to beg for basic human decency is gone. You have evolved into the master of your reality. Your boundaries are now made of solid steel. No one can manipulate your pure energy ever again. This is the era of your quiet authority. You no longer need to explain yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Their opinions simply bounce off your newly forged spiritual armor. You can sit in a room full of chaos and remain entirely unaffected by their desperate noise. That level of peace terrifies the dark forces. They know they have completely lost control over you. You have become untouchable. But the process of refinement is incredibly delicate. Now that the isolation period is wrapping up, you must be extremely careful. The universe is about to open the floodgates of abundance directly over your life. Your new frequency is highly magnetic. It will attract massive blessings and dangerous counterfeits at the exact same time. The 77 tests cleared the path, but you must know how to walk the new road. I need you to pay close attention to this next part. The pain of your past was a necessary crucible, but the memory of it can still hold you back. You must stop looking backward at the bridges that heaven intentionally burned down for you. The ashes of your old life are fertilizing the soil for your massive upcoming harvest. Your tears watered the seeds of your future wealth. Nothing was ever wasted. You are exactly where you are supposed to be. The universe is not punishing you. The universe is actively elevating you to the throne. All the confusion and the bitter betrayal were just stepping stones to your ultimate victory. You proved your loyalty to the light when it was incredibly hard to do so, and heaven is about to reward that fierce loyalty in ways you cannot even imagine. But there is a deeper layer to this phenomenon. The darkness did not just sit back and watch you pass these tests. They actively tried to interfere. They sent specific agents to derail your spiritual progress. You felt their heavy attacks, but you might not have recognized their exact faces. It is time to expose the hidden mechanisms they used against you. Brace yourself. The real truth is coming. The universe sent the 77 tests to refine you. But the darkness tried to hijack that exact process to destroy you. They knew you were vulnerable during your divine isolation, so they sent their best agents to break your spirit while you were completely alone. You know exactly who I am talking about. The narcissists. These energy vampires disguised themselves as your close friends or family members. They smiled directly in your face, but behind your back, they were actively praying for your absolute downfall. They fed on your golden energy because their own souls are completely empty. They needed your bright light to survive their own miserable darkness. Think about how they operated during your hardest moments. They used confusion and constant gaslighting. They wanted you to doubt your own memory. They twisted your pure words and made you feel like you were the crazy one. That was their ultimate strategy. If they could break your mind, they could steal your massive destiny. They honestly thought you would collapse. When the universe applied the heavy pressure of the tests, the narcissists pushed you even harder. They expected you to break down and beg for their toxic validation. They wanted you to stay trapped in a desperate state of low vibration, but you did something that absolutely terrified them. You went completely silent. Your silence is your ultimate weapon. You stopped arguing with people who were committed to misunderstanding you. You stopped trying to prove your worth to blind souls. You simply removed their access to your precious energy, and that quiet authority is exactly what shattered their demonic control over your life. You became a master of reality. Now they are panicking in the dark. They are starving because their main source of pure energy is gone. They watch you from a distance, and they are terrified. They see that the tests did not destroy you at all. The heavy fire only made you shine brighter. Your quiet presence now commands the room without you even saying a single word. You must realize the deep spiritual truth about these toxic people. They were never actually in charge of your fate. They were merely blunt tools used by heaven to sharpen your divine sword. The universe used their wicked intentions to teach you absolute discernment. And once your spiritual training was complete, they were ruthlessly discarded from your timeline. Take a deep breath and let this realization settle in your spirit. This explains the crushing physical exhaustion you felt last month. It was not just the heavenly tests, it was the energy vampires desperately trying to hijack your spiritual upgrade. But their dark cords have been permanently cut. You are completely free from their heavy manipulation. But we have to look deeper into their strategy. How did the darkness manage to keep you feeling so stuck for so long? They exploited a very specific physical mechanism in your body. They kept you in a constant state of fear to suppress your natural gamma brainwaves. They knew that if you stayed anxious, you could never access your divine intuition. This was the hidden biological trap I mentioned earlier. They deliberately triggered your nervous system every single day. They wanted to keep your brain operating in the panicked beta state. Because a chosen one operating in full gamma frequency is completely unstoppable. The matrix systems would literally crumble under your awakened power. You are breaking out of that physical trap right now. The heavy fog is clearing from your mind. To claim this divine alignment and prove your frequency is shifting, type 777 down in the comments. Let the physical act of typing seal this powerful reality. You are putting the entire spiritual realm on notice that you are awake. You survived their absolute worst attacks. You passed the brutal tests that would have easily crushed an ordinary person. You are standing in the winner circle of the heavenly courts. And now the heavy vault doors of heaven are swinging wide open. The massive rewards you earned are rushing toward you, but you must know how to recognize the incoming signs. Before we discuss the rewards, I need you to embrace your new identity. You are no longer a victim of their toxic games. You are a cycle breaker. You carry the heavy responsibility of ending generational curses. The narcissists tried to pass their deep trauma onto you, but you became the solid brick wall where their toxic cycle finally died. When you walk into a room now, the energy completely shifts. The dark entities hiding in ordinary people immediately recognize your intense light. They feel incredibly uncomfortable around your pure vibration. You do not have to fight them anymore. Your elevated frequency automatically repels anything that does not serve your highest good. You have truly become untouchable. Before we go any further, I have to tell you something crucial. Something the people who profit from your exhaustion desperately want to hide. Neuroscientists working quietly away from the headlines have discovered how to bring this dormant brainwave back. They found a way to reactivate the exact gamma frequency you lost, not through years of meditation that most exhausted people simply cannot sustain. They found something far simpler and much more aligned with your original design. A specific sound frequency was engineered to guide your brainwave patterns back to the genius state you were born with. Princeton University actively studied it. The Einstein Center in Berlin completely confirmed its incredible power. Columbia University even found that when this specific brainwave is reactivated, it radiates outward. It begins to positively influence your children and your partner. It only requires 7 minutes a day. That is the entirety of the effort needed, and it begins working the very first time you close your eyes and listen. I will tell you exactly what it is called and how to access it before this message ends. But first, you must understand what happens when your frequency begins to rise. There are specific signs that your massive reward is finally being released. The universe is currently dropping breadcrumbs to guide you toward your waiting blessing. The first undeniable sign is the sudden explosion of intense synchronicities in your daily life. You look at the clock and constantly see 111. You see 777 on random license plates when you are driving. The ordinary world writes this off as a silly coincidence, but you know better. These repeating numbers are direct winks from the heavenly realm. They are confirming that your physical reality is finally catching up to your spiritual vibration. The second major sign is a strange and unexplainable peace inside your chest. The storm might still be raging loudly outside your window, but your internal world feels incredibly calm and completely anchored. Things that used to trigger massive anxiety simply do not bother you anymore. You look at the chaos and you feel completely detached from the drama. The toxic people who used to ruin your entire week now feel utterly insignificant to your journey. That is not apathy. That is the ultimate spiritual elevation. Your mind is operating on a frequency where their low vibrational noise simply cannot reach you. You are breathing the clean air of absolute freedom. The third massive sign is the sudden and unexpected shifting of physical resources. Opportunities are about to drop into your lap completely out of nowhere. People you barely even know will suddenly feel a strong urge to help you succeed. Massive doors that were firmly locked for 10 years are swinging wide open without you even pushing them. This is the divine wealth transfer manifesting right in front of your eyes. God is actively moving the physical puzzle pieces to match your newly restored vibration. You will receive random emails containing incredible news. You will stumble upon perfect solutions to problems that have bothered you for months. The universe is clearing the heavy debris from your path. You just need to walk forward and claim what is already yours. The hard labor is officially over. I need you to pay very close attention to your dreams over the next few nights. Heaven will deliver highly specific instructions to you while your conscious mind is quietly resting. Do not ignore the sudden flashes of deep inspiration you feel when you wake up. Keep a notebook near your bed and write everything down immediately. Your intuition is finally back online and broadcasting at full power. When a brilliant idea pops into your head completely out of nowhere, you must act on it. That is your restored gamma frequency working perfectly in the background. You are tuning directly into the divine broadcast of infinite intelligence. The ideas you receive this week carry the exact blueprint for your financial and emotional freedom. The universe is handing you the golden keys. Another undeniable sign is the sudden death of your old desires. The goals you used to chase so desperately suddenly feel completely unappealing to you. You no longer crave the validation of people who never understood your pure heart. You do not want the hollow success that the Matrix tries to sell you. You only crave deep authenticity and true kingdom alignment. This detachment is the final proof that your soul is ready. You might also feel strange physical sensations as your body adjusts to the light. A sudden tingling on the crown of your head or a warmth in your chest. Do not panic when this happens. That is the physical manifestation of stagnant energy finally leaving your tired nervous system. The heavy armor is falling off. Your spirit is expanding to fill the massive space created by your divine isolation. Take a slow breath and let this beautiful reality anchor into your soul. You survived the brutal winter of your life. The spring of your massive harvest is blooming everywhere around you right now. You can literally feel the energy shifting in the room as you listen to my words. But you must stay incredibly alert, because the darkness always sets a fatal trap right before the dawn. But wait, before you celebrate this massive victory, I must issue a severe warning. The darkness always sets a fatal trap right before the dawn. They know they cannot stop the blessing from arriving, but they can try to make you drop it. 99% of chosen ones fall for this exact illusion. You must listen closely to avoid this final ambush. The trap is the sudden appearance of a toxic counterfeit. Right when your real kingdom connection is at the door, an old enemy will return. The narcissist who abandoned you will suddenly text you out of nowhere. They will claim they have completely changed and they miss your beautiful energy. Do not believe a single word they say. It is a spiritual setup. Why are they coming back right now? Because their demonic attachments can smell your elevated frequency. They know your massive harvest is ripe. They want to sneak back into your life just in time to steal the fruits of your brutal labor. You must absolutely ignore them. Your silence is the only acceptable response to their desperate manipulation. If you reply to their message, you will fail the final boundary test. Heaven is watching to see if you will protect your new vibration. You cannot bring old toxic cords into your brand new timeline. The universe requires a complete and total purge of all low vibrational energy. You have to close that door permanently, lock it tight, and throw away the key. Delete their numbers from your phone right now. Clear out your physical space. Throw away the old items that hold their heavy energy. You must create an absolute vacuum in your life, so the divine realm can fill it with massive wealth. Any lingering attachment to the past will act like an anchor, dragging your frequency down. Cut the anchor immediately. You might feel a strange physical pull to look back. Your mind might try to romanticize the pain they put you through. That is not love calling you back. That is the lingering echo of a trauma bond trying to survive. Let that trauma bond starve to death. You are the master of your reality now. Masters do not negotiate with energetic parasites. This is the final purge of your soul. You are washing away the last traces of the victim mentality. You are stepping fully into your identity as a weapon of light. You must ruthlessly protect your peace, because your peace is the fertile soil for your miracles. Anyone who disrupts that peace is a direct agent of the enemy. Treat them accordingly. This brings us to the ultimate realization about your journey. The mechanism that blocked your prayers for years was never a lack of faith. It was the constant hum of survival beta waves caused by holding on to toxic people. And tonight, that heavy signal is officially being overridden. The snare is broken, and you have finally escaped their matrix. Do not feel guilty for cutting them off. You are not being cruel. You are being obedient to the divine instruction that is protecting your life. The universe isolated you because your golden energy is simply too valuable to waste on empty vessels. Your loyalty belongs entirely to your future now. You owe your painful past absolutely nothing at all. Take a slow breath in and a slower breath out. Feel the heavy chains snapping completely off your wrists. The final traces of their toxic poison are leaving your bloodstream right now. You have successfully navigated the most dangerous trap on the spiritual path. The darkness played its final card, and you beat them with absolute silence. The spiritual atmosphere around you is intensely charged. The heavenly courts have recorded your final victory over the counterfeit trap. The angels are actively aligning to deliver the massive reward that was promised. You are standing exactly at the threshold of the most glorious era of your entire life. Prepare your mind for the ultimate activation. I need you to gather every ounce of focus you possess. The divine energy is peaking right now. The barrier between the physical world and the spiritual realm has completely dissolved. You are about to step out of the heavy shadows and claim your rightful throne. This next moment will change the entire trajectory of your reality forever. Listen closely. Your spirit has been completely washed clean by the fire of the 77 tests. Every single cell in your body is vibrating at a brand new frequency. The heavy armor you wore for survival is melting away into pure light. You no longer need to brace for impact because the war is officially over. The universe is wrapping you in an impenetrable shield of divine favor. You are a completely different person than you were 30 days ago. The scared empath who begged to be understood has vanished into the wind. The cycle breaker has taken the absolute command of this vessel. You are a rare soul who walked through the darkest valley and emerged wearing the crown of stars. Do not ever let anyone diminish your massive light again. The waiting season is officially over. The dry desert you walked through has suddenly burst into an oasis of massive divine favor. Every closed door is being blown completely off its hinges right now. Can you feel that intense shift in your spirit? That is the exact frequency of absolute victory. You are stepping fully into the timeline you were born to rule. The heavens are roaring your beautiful name. You did not break when they tried to crush you. You evolved. You became the massive storm they were desperately trying to survive. From this exact second forward, your energy demands absolute respect without a single word spoken. The universe is handing you the golden keys to the kingdom. Every tear you cried in the dark is turning into a massive physical blessing. The financial blocks are completely shattered. The generational curses are entirely broken. You are the divine anomaly. You are the cycle breaker who finally restored the bloodline. Your quiet authority is radiating so brightly that the dark forces are completely blinded by your light. Take a deep breath and claim this absolute truth. The massive wealth transfer is descending upon your life. The incredible kingdom connections are walking right through your front door. You are no longer the exhausted empath who begged to be understood. You are the untouchable master of your reality. And the universe is actively clearing your entire path. The question I asked you to hold at the very beginning of this message: what if the gap is not a character flaw? Here is the absolute answer. A specific brainwave, called the gamma wave, was running in you as a child at total genius capacity. Princeton University has extensively studied it. The Einstein Center in Berlin confirmed its absolute power. Columbia University found that when this brainwave is restored, it radiates outward and positively influences the people you love. Dr. Robert Lake and a team of brilliant neuroscientists in New York spent years working on this. They compressed the full clinical protocol for gamma reactivation into exactly 7 minutes of pure neurological alignment. Before I tell you what they built, let me tell you about two people who used it. A woman named Rachel from California had tried absolutely everything. Meditation, manifesting. Nothing broke the heavy fog. After 2 weeks of listening, she said something completely cleared. Not that she tried harder, but the channel simply opened. Her marriage shifted instantly. Her mind sharpened beautifully. She described her life as entirely enchanted for the very first time. A man named Michael from Texas started using it to improve his business focus. 2 months later, his wife joked that his intelligence had jumped 20 points. The hardest problems he used to lose sleep over started solving themselves automatically. He said it felt like his brain was finally running on what it was always supposed to run on. That is exactly what Dr. Lake and his dedicated team built. They call it the Genius Song. It is not a simple meditation app. It is a 7-minute audio track using advanced brain entrainment technology. It is a complete restoration of your lost frequency. It is compressed from 1 full hour of clinical protocol into something you do at home with headphones and closed eyes. That is the entirety of what it requires. 7 minutes. You do not meditate. You do not chant at all. You simply let the frequency do what your beautiful brain was always designed to receive. The Genius Song is not for everyone. It is for the chosen one who has already done the heavy inner work. It is for the soul who understands that what is being blocked is not their faith, but the physical frequency through which faith moves. If your spirit confirms this is for you, the path is completely open below. Biofeedback sessions to restore this state cost hundreds of dollars per hour in a clinical setting. An in-home machine runs thousands. What the Genius Song delivers in 7 minutes is available to you today for a fraction of its true value. 4 powerful bonuses come completely included with your activation today. You receive an audio designed specifically for your children to activate their absolute focus. You get the original prosperity text that the secret was secretly built upon. You receive a guided visualization and a daily habits guide. These are built to sustain the gamma state permanently beyond each listening session. Here is the deeper truth about waiting. The blessing that has been arranged for you does not arrive as new information. It arrives as a profound recognition. Something already placed in your path becomes fully visible when gamma is restored. The chosen one who restores the receiver today does not receive something new. They finally see what was always there. Waiting is not a neutral action. The divine arrangement is already in motion. Do not look for this on streaming platforms. The tracks circulating under similar names on those platforms have absolutely no brain entrainment technology encoded in them. They carry the empty name because the barrier to doing so is zero. The only authentic version is available exclusively through the secure link. It has been placed in the description and the pinned comment below. The universe requires absolutely no risk from you. If you do not feel the massive shift, every single penny is returned to you. That is an energetic exchange governed by absolute trust. The link is waiting for you in the description and in the pinned comment below. The tool is not the ultimate destination. The tool simply restores the receiver so the glorious destination can be properly recognized when it arrives. God does not require you to access anything to be loved or deeply chosen. What was described is simply one physical way the receiver is restored, whether that path is for you or not. The absolute truth of this message belongs to you entirely. Now, let us go deeper into the massive blessing that is waiting for your next courageous step. You have finally crossed the ultimate finish line. The brutal season of testing is completely behind you now. The universe is placing the heavy crown of victory directly onto your head. You walked through the darkest valley entirely alone, but you never let the bitter wind extinguish your sacred fire. And because you held the line when others ran, the heavens are roaring your name. This is the exact moment your entire reality shifts permanently. The old version of you is gone forever. You are stepping into a dimension of absolute abundance and quiet authority. You no longer have to beg for a seat at the table. You own the entire room the second you walk through the door. And the massive wealth you were promised is already actively looking for you right now. Do not shrink yourself to make other people comfortable anymore. Your massive light is meant to blind the demons hiding in plain sight. They will try to make you feel guilty for your new success. They will whisper that you changed too much. Let them whisper in the dark. You did not survive 77 brutal tests to stay incredibly small for their fragile egos. You are the designated cycle breaker for your entire bloodline. The generational curses of poverty and depression end permanently with you. Your future children will never have to fight the heavy battles you fought, because you took the absolute worst hits to pave their roads with gold. That is the true weight of the glorious crown you are wearing right now. Heaven is actively downloading the final instructions into your spirit. Pay very close attention to the quiet whispers in your heart tomorrow morning. The universe will tell you exactly which door to open next. You do not have to force anything to happen anymore. The divine synchronicities are perfectly aligned to carry you forward, and you simply need to take the very next step. When the massive financial blessing arrives, do not panic. Do not let the old survival brain convince you that it is a mistake. You earned every single penny of this divine wealth transfer. It is the direct spiritual compensation for the endless nights you spent crying in the dark. Open your hands incredibly wide and confidently receive the abundant harvest you planted in tears. Your physical body is going to feel so incredibly light tomorrow. The heavy spiritual warfare that drained your energy is officially over. You can finally rest your tired bones in the warm sunlight of divine favor. The enemies who plotted against you have been permanently relocated to a different timeline. and they cannot even perceive the glorious frequency you occupy now. Take a deep breath and let the absolute peace wash over you. You are deeply loved by the Creator of the universe. Every single time you thought you were completely alone, heavenly armies were surrounding your room. They were holding back the dark forces that desperately wanted to destroy your destiny. You were always heavily protected by the highest power in existence. The upcoming weeks will feel like living inside a beautiful dream. Doors will fly open before you even knock on them. People will go out of their way to offer you massive opportunities. This is what it looks like when a chosen one operates at full capacity. You are magnetically pulling the absolute best parts of the universe directly into your daily physical experience. Do not forget the absolute power of your quiet authority. When chaos erupts around you, remain entirely still. Let the storm exhaust itself against your solid iron boundaries. You do not need to defend your character to people who are determined to misunderstand you, because your glorious results will do all the speaking for you. The divine vindication is completely absolute. For the chosen one whose spirit confirmed what was described earlier, the path remains open. The frequency tool is waiting in the description and the pinned comment for those who are ready. That is the last time it will be mentioned. The divine arrangement has been made, and the universe requires nothing more from me to deliver it. What follows now belongs entirely to your sealing. We are closing the final door on the season of pain right now. The 77 tests are permanently sealed in the past. You are a weapon of light, forged in the hottest fire imaginable. Stand incredibly tall and confidently claim the divine inheritance that has your exact name written on it. The heavens have officially declared you the absolute master of your new reality. Now it is time to lock this massive frequency into your physical world. Share this message with someone who desperately needs to hear it to activate the anointing. Sowing this seed of hope today multiplies the glorious blessing for your own tomorrow. Type 777 down in the comments to build an absolute shield of protection around your timeline. You are chosen.